NWO Wolfpack hand gesture thing, but I can't, because look at this. Look, my hands aren't articulated, man. I can't do anything. I can probably shake your hand, maybe give you a high five on a good day, but that's pretty much it. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu, and you know what? I've been a big fan of wrestling for quite some time. Years, man. Seriously, I love it. Now, back when WCW was on, I absolutely loved the NWO angle, and when they brought on Dennis Rodman, I loved that too. Now, I'm a big fan of Dennis Rodman. Now, back then, they actually introduced his action figure to the Toy Biz line, and man, oh man, was it probably my favorite wrestling figure at that time. Now, I remember walking into Toys R Us and seeing this figure hanging on the pegs and absolutely freaking out. Not only did they sculpt a whole new body, because back then they didn't reuse bodies the way Mattel does now. Toy Biz actually sculpted bodies and stuff like that for each individual wrestler. Now, Dennis Rodman obviously is not built like an average wrestler. He's huge, man, and he's real skinny, but he's also very muscular. And you know what? Not only did they sculpt a really cool body with a really tall frame, but he also had color-changing hair. He had a freaking cloth coat, and he had tattoos all over him, man, and that was awesome. Now, like I said, that was one of my all-time favorite wrestling figures at that time. But you know what? Figures have gotten so much better, and that figure looks cartoony now compared to what we get, with Mattel and stuff like that. But that doesn't even, scratch the surface when you think about Hot Toys and stuff like that. Well, you might remember in some of my older reviews that a figure's popped up, but I never reviewed it, and it looks a little something like this. Now, I have a lot of 1/6 scale figures, but this is by far one of my absolute favorite ones that I have in my collection. This is the Dennis Rodman made by Storm Collectibles, and it's absolutely awesome. Now, I never reviewed it because I wasn't able to get the whole figure. The figure comes with a lot of accessories. It comes with 3 heads, like a couple of different outfits, you name it. Now, I wasn't able to get the whole thing. I did buy this one loose, and it does come with, I did get like all his different hair pieces. I got all his different hands and stuff like that. But this is how I wanted him displayed on my shelf anyways. So this is the way, I wanted to get him, and I saved a lot of money by getting him that way. Now, this is pretty cool indeed. Now, Storm Collectibles has actually made a couple of different Dennis Rodmans. They made this one, which had a couple of different looks inside of the box, like I said. And then they actually made a dual pack that came with his wedding dress look and his basketball look, which was really cool because you could get both of those together. But they also made a third one, and that's what we'll be reviewing today. Today's review will be on the Storm Collectibles, and I like that little lightning bolt there in the O. It's like one of those letters is a superhero. Can you pick which one it is? That's right, the middle one. I am Dennis Rodman. Well, I'm not. I'm Fu, but he's Dennis Rodman, and this is the 1/6 scale collectible figure, Bad Boy Limited Edition. Now, the term bad boy could describe Dennis Rodman at any point in his professional career. And you know what? This one closely resembles the way he looked when he was in WCW. Now, there's a few changes here and there, but hey, he does come with the wrestling boots and jeans and stuff like that, and pretty much an outfit that looks dead on to what he would have wore in the WCW ring. Very cool indeed. Now, you can see on the front there that it actually has a really nice painting there of Dennis Rodman, and that's pretty cool. Now, if you look there at his pecs, he doesn't have quite as many tattoos in this painting as the figure does. Now, we'll get into that once we look at the figure. So let's look at the side of the box, shall we? Now, the side of the box looks really cool. It's got the I Am Dennis Rodman logo there, and then right over here, you've got him jumping with a basketball, and that is awesome. As for the back of the package, you've got the I Am Dennis Rodman logo again. It's all green there with a little bit of splash of lighter green Dennis Rodman name. Down here, you've got the Storm Collectibles information there. Very cool. Made in Hong Kong. And then down here, I didn't know this. Look at that. It's limited edition and it's numbered. That's pretty cool. It says 300. Now, I don't know if that means there's only 300 of these worldwide or what, but check it out. I've got number 185. That's pretty awesome. Now, even though I already had the other Dennis Rodman figure, when I found out that this one was coming out later on, man oh man did I want it. Because like I said, that WCW figure of Dennis Rodman was one of my all-time favorite wrestling figures I ever had. And this one just harkens back to that figure, and I cannot wait to see it. So, I say we open it! So, here's the box of... Hey, wait a second, that's the same picture. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, yeah, it is. Now look, as you can see, if you remove the box flap, you're greeted with the same exact picture there, and it looks pretty cool indeed. Now, speaking of the box, when you take off the lid, check this out, man. This box is thick and very, very heavy duty. Man, this thing, like I said, is one of the best boxes you could possibly get. Look how thick that is, man. You cannot damage this, that's for sure. Maybe if you stepped on it, I don't know. But you know what? This is pretty cool indeed. Now, this is just a paper insert like the Gangster's Kingdom figures have. So when you remove this paper insert, you're greeted with the usual black foam that you see every time you open up a Gangster's Kingdom figure. So man, oh man, this is awesome. So let's look underneath this foam, shall we? So, after removing that top piece of foam, we are greeted by the Dennis Rodman figure himself, and it looks amazing. That is one awesome looking head sculpt. Now, working our way down his chest, you can see all his muscles and tattoos there. Now, the tattoos are something I'm going to talk about in a second, but first, the original Dennis Rodman figure came in the box wearing Stars and Stripe underwear, and that's it. He even had bare feet, and you had to put his shoes on and his pants on and stuff like that. This one comes dressed from the lower half down, and as you can see, he's wearing his wrestling boots, which look incredible. And he's got his jeans on, and with the jeans, the boots, and the gloved hands, he definitely looks like a WCW Dennis Rodman figure. That is so cool. Now, about the tattoos. Dennis Rodman didn't have any chest tattoos, or this many chest tattoos and back tattoos back when he was in WCW. Now, he got them later on in life. But, you know, this is the bad boy version of Dennis Rodman. This isn't the WCW version of Dennis Rodman. It just passes for it, and that's what I like about it. Now, up here, as you can see, he has the green hair, which is very reminiscent of that WCW figure that I showed you earlier. But the Dennis Rodman figure from the Toy Biz one had a color change gimmick for his hair because he had red hair and he had green hair. And you know what's cool about this figure? It comes with two heads, red hair and green hair, and they're two different head sculpts, and they both look amazing. Now, not only that, he came with a fuzzy hat there, very cool indeed, and he came with some hands there doing the Wolfpack NWO hand sign there, both hands, very cool. He's got a pointer hand for his right hand and a grippy hand for his left hand, and he's got two open, like, grabby hands there for both hands, and then down here he's got some relaxed hands, and those are amazing. Now, not only that, if you look over here, he actually comes with a baseball bat, and that is amazing. Yeah, this is one awesome looking figure, and you know what? He even has a few more accessories underneath this foam, so let's check it out, shall we? Now, after removing that top thing of foam, you are greeted by a leather jacket. Very cool indeed. That's also very reminiscent of that silver one that he had. Now, if this was a silver jacket, this would be a Storm Collectibles version of that Toy Biz Dennis Rodman figure. But you know what? This is really cool too. Working our way down, we have a Dennis Rodman t-shirt there. And when I looked at it from far away, I thought it said NWO, but it just says Dennis Rodman. And that's pretty cool indeed. He actually wore a shirt like this with the little Macho Man tattered shoulders and stuff. Very cool with that picture on it. That is awesome. Not only that, but below that he has his stand grippy thing. He has a cigar right there, which would be cool for any Wolverine figure that you have. And he also has the base, and that is amazing. Yeah, this is a really cool set, and I cannot wait to stand it up. So let's check it out, shall we? So, here's the Dennis Rodman figure stood straight out of the package, and he looks amazing. Storm Collectibles did such a great job on that head sculpt, it looks just like him. Now, another thing that I really like about that head sculpt is the way they painted his hair, because the original Dennis Rodman figure had a head that had, you know, hair that you could pop on and off, so that you could have different hair colors and stuff like that on it. Now, that's a really cool feature, but as it stands, this one looks more realistic because that looks like hair that was colored on top of his head, and that is amazing. Now, working our way down his body here, you can see all the tattoos on his arms and torso there, and they did a really good job with all the detail work of the tattoos. It looks so good. Now, his pants there are a little loose where they meet his hips. Now, I wish he had on some underwear like the original figure had, the little boxer shorts or whatever, because that really would have made the top, you know,
fit a little bit better. Or maybe have a belt, because he used to wear a belt and stuff all the time, so I don't know why he doesn't have that. But that's okay. That's just a minor complaint. There you can see that he comes wearing the gloved fisted hands there. Very cool. And then working our way down here, you can see his wrestling boots, which look amazing. Now the strings are a little long, and I wouldn't go into a wrestling ring like that because, man, somebody could grab them and trip you or something like that. But you can see that they're made out of, like, faux patent leather, and they're all shiny, and that is so cool. And they, they're articulated at the ankles and everything. It doesn't restrict any of the movement. It looks really cool indeed. Yeah, that is amazing. Now the tattoo work doesn't stop there on his chest and arms. If you look at the back of the figure, you will see that he has a fully tattooed back there, and that is amazing. Now up here, the little tribals and Ankh and stuff like that on the top part of his back, now that's on the original Dennis Rodman figure that I have, but he does not have this girl picture here, and that looks really cool indeed. Or maybe it's a frog. It looks kind of like a frog too. But you know what? That's pretty cool indeed. And I like how they strategically colored in the top part of her body, because I believe you can see her boobs on his real tattoo. But that's okay. That's a detail that I don't really need to see anyways. Over here you can see he's got a little devil there on his arm. Very cool indeed. And some more tattoos there. That is amazing. Yeah, this figure looks so cool, and I'm so happy to have gotten it. That is amazing. So, before we look at all the other accessories he came with, I say we look at him up close. So what do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and check out the texturing there of his skin. That looks awesome. Now, on his pecs, you'll see that he has two tattoos there that almost look like bookends. Very cool indeed. He has a little bit of writing there at his neck, and that's pretty cool. But if I go and try to describe what each one of his tattoos looks like, we will be here for hours. He has that many. Working our way up to his face, you can see his goatee there and the way his lips are painted. That is awesome. Up here, you've got his nose, and his eyes look incredible. They even gave him veins in his eyes. They did an amazing job on his eyes. That looks so cool indeed. I love the shading around the top part of the eyes. That is awesome. His eyebrows look incredible. A lot of character in that. And then his forehead looks good too. And that's so cool. And if you look carefully at his hair, you can see that his hairline is actually painted a little bit darker to show like his real hair color shining through. That is awesome indeed. Now, turning him sideways and looking down at his ears, you'll see that he has no earrings, but he does have ear holes, or at least ear indents, so that you could put earrings on there, and that's pretty cool. So if you have any of the earrings from the first figure, you could probably pop them on here, and they'd probably stay on. Now, I don't like that he doesn't have any nose rings or earrings or anything like that with this figure, but that's okay. I mean, I guess he's not supposed to wrestle with them, but he did, so I don't know why they didn't put those in there. But like I said, this is just the Bad Boy edition, not the WCW edition. I like to pretend it's that, though, but that's okay. Check out the texturing there of his face, and that looks awesome. Now, before we look at the rest of the details on this figure, I say we compare the other head to this head. Oh, what do you say? So, here's the second head popped on, and it looks amazing. His eyes appear to be looking a different direction there, and then down here you'll see that his mouth is actually puckered up. And I love the fact that they actually gave us a whole new head sculpt instead of just using the same head sculpt and painting the hair two different ways. Speaking of the hair, check it out. It's all red there, and they actually painted his hairline darker just like they did with the green one, and that looks amazing. Now, looking at his profile and working our way down to his ear, you can see he actually has the same little ear holes for his earrings there. That's pretty awesome indeed. And the skin is just as textured as the first one, and that looks awesome indeed. Yeah, they did a great job on both of these head sculpts, and man, oh man, am I happy. Now, that said, I wish he had some nose rings on at least one of the sculpts because, you know, this one didn't come with earrings or nose rings or anything. And if you have some earrings from the other figure, yeah, you could put some earrings on his ears. But about his nose, he doesn't have those little indents on his nostrils, so you can't really put any nose rings on there that I know of. Maybe you could squeeze them on, but still, no lip rings, no nose rings, no nothing. And you know what? He wrestled with them, so it would be cool if he had them. And plus, this is the Bad Boy version. He should have some sort of piercing somewhere. Now, working our way down to his arms, you can see some of the tattoos here on his arms there, looking very awesome indeed. And like I said, if I try to describe what each of these are, we will be here forever because he has so many. Check it out, man. That's so cool. And then even in this one here, if you turn him around, you can see he's got a face here on his forearm. Right there, and that's pretty cool indeed. Working our way down to his hands here, he's wearing the gloved hands. And I love this little triangular cut there in the gloves. Each one of the gloves comes like that, and that is so amazing. He's got some Bugs Bunny gloves on. Very cool. Turning it around over here, you can see his belly tattoos. Oh, look, he's got some of those little yard decorations there tattooed on his belly. You know, that spin when the wind blows on them? That's pretty cool. He's got a Batista tattoo there on his belly button. But, like I said, I can't describe all of these. Like I said, it would take me forever. Over here on his right arm, he's got some writing there. And then right here, he's got a few little banners and stuff across. Very cool. Looks like it says Harley Davidson. And then over here, he's got a motorcycle. Very cool indeed. He's got Electra. No, it's a devil. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool indeed. Yeah, I love all the detail work that they put into putting, you know, making it look like his tattoos and stuff. Because, I mean, he's got so many tattoos. You can't tell me that wasn't easy to do. That's awesome. Down here, you can see another gloved, fisted hand. And then if we turn him here and look at some of his boots, working our way down his jeans there. Very cool. Then he's got these tall wrestling boots there with laces. That is so awesome indeed. Yeah, this is so cool. They did an amazing job. They look like real shoes. That is so cool indeed. Now, turning him around to look at his back, right down here, you can see he's got a Randy Orton tattoo there at the top of his back. Very cool indeed. He seems to be a big fan of Randy Orton and Batista. That's pretty cool. And then down here, he's got that girl demon monster thing. I don't know what she is. And then, like I said, she's strategically painted out right there so you can't see her boobies. And then down here you've got her little frog's legs, and that's pretty cool indeed. And yeah, I do wish he had a belt. I wish that was that way. He does have working pockets, so that's pretty awesome. And then down here he has the back of his boots, which look incredible. Now, I do have to say that I noticed that when I popped off his head for the first time, mine came a little damaged. As you can see, he's got some scratches there around his neck. Now, you can't see those when the heads are on, but yeah, I've never gotten a figure with that much damage there around the neck. That sucks. But it's just the paint had kind of rubbed off, I'm assuming, you know, while it was shipped or something. I don't know what happened. But that doesn't bother me because, like I said, his head covers it up and you never notice it. That is, unless you're swapping heads and you just happen to notice it as you're popping the heads on. But that's okay. He still looks amazing. Now, comparing the two Dennis Rodman figures, you can tell definitely that this one has way more chest tattoos than the other one has. Man, there's a ton of them. He only has the little Batista tattoo there around his belly button, and that's it. This one over here has a ton of stuff. Everything else looks the same except for his back, which is fully tattooed. I'm not going to take off his fuzzy jacket here because his back is just plain except for the Randy Orton tattoo at the top. But that is awesome indeed. Now, before we finish up this review, I say we put some of the clothes on him and see what he looks like. Oh, what do you say? So, here's the figure with the Dennis Rodman t-shirt on, and that looks amazing with the little Macho Man tassels there at the sleeves. That is so cool indeed. Now, this shirt is made out of almost like a spandexy material because it goes on very stretchy, and that is awesome. Now, as for the back of the shirt here, there is no like Velcro or anything like that. It's literally just a t-shirt, and that is so cool. So be very careful when you put it on, because as you can see from the top there, it looks like it's ripped strategically and stuff like that, and you don't want to rip off one of the tassels or anything like that. But I love how his chest tattoos poke out there at the top. That is so amazing. And apparently, he's a big Dennis Rodman fan. That's weird. But you know what? I do wish it would have came with an NWO shirt, but you know, come on. They couldn't get the likeness, or the rights to make the NWO shirts, I'm assuming, for this figure. So this is the next best thing, and it makes me very happy indeed. So let's see what he looks like with the jacket on, shall we? So, here's the figure with the t-shirt and the jacket on, and he looks incredible. I even swapped out the fisted hands for the opened hands, and that looks so cool indeed. Yeah, I had planned to just display this figure with all of his tattoos showing, but I really like the way these clothes look on him. That looks so cool indeed. And you know what? He even comes with one more thing, a fuzzy hat. So let's see what the hat looks like on his head, shall we? So, here's the figure with a little Wolfpack hand sign, and he's got his fuzzy hat on, and that looks amazing. Like I said, if that's not Dennis Rodman, then I don't know who it is, and that is so cool indeed. They did an amazing job on this figure, and you know what? Aside from a few little, nitpicks here and there, like I wish he had a belt or underwear or something that made his pants fit a little better at the top, but with the shirt on, you can't tell it all anyway, so what difference does it make? You know what? This is one awesome figure. Now, when this figure was first announced, I absolutely freaked out, and I've been wanting it ever since, and this thing is really expensive. I ended up getting a really, really good deal, as I always do. This thing cost about $250 $30, maybe $20, and that's on sale. And I got it for around $100 and about $20. And you know what? I'm very, very happy with it. I was going to get the new Gangster's Kingdom figure, but it actually costed about $40, $50 more than this one. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get this one because it's cheaper. And it'll give me something to do because I haven't seen a review of this one on YouTube, and I'd been waiting to see a review of it because I wanted to know what it came with and what it was like and everything like that. And now, if somebody else wants to know, hopefully now you learned a little bit about this figure. It is awesome. So, there's my review of the Storm Collectibles I Am Dennis Rodman Bad Boy Limited Edition 1/6 scale collectible figure, and this figure is amazing. I absolutely love it. Now, I've been wanting this figure for quite some time, but I had to wait for a good deal to come my way, and it finally came my way, and I now have it in my grubby little doll hands, and it is awesome, and I'm so glad I got it. And you know what? I really like it. Now, I've got 2 Dennis Rodman figures, and I seriously like both equally, and can't recommend them enough. So, if you like Dennis Rodman as much as I do, get this figure, because it's awesome. Now, look, Storm Collectibles just announced and just released, I should say just released, a Hulk Hogan 1/6 scale collectible figure. Hulk Hogan, shut up! I know you want it! Anyways, I really want to get that one. And you know what? I can't wait to. Now, unlike the Hulk Hogan figure, this figure does not have a rubber torso at all. None of his muscles are rubber. It's very hard plastic. I mean, very, very hard plastic. A lot harder plastic than any Hot Toys figure, trust me. And you know what? The Hulk Hogan has more of a rubber body where you can, like, bend his arms and you can see his biceps move and stuff like that. So, I can't wait to see what that's like. I wish they kind of made it with the harder bodies like this, because this Dennis Rodman figure's body is awesome, and I really wish they did more like that and not the rubber body that could probably deteriorate over time. This one ain't gonna deteriorate. It's heavy duty, man. And you know what? I really like it. So, until next time, tune in for more. Where's the Hulk Hogan figure? Shut up, you! You're not gonna get it.